Good morning everyone, and welcome to our session on employee theft investigations. Today, we'll be diving into a comprehensive guide that walks you through structured steps, best practices, and the essential tools you need to conduct effective workplace theft inquiries. Whether you're new to this or looking to sharpen your skills, this presentation will equip you with valuable insights to handle these sensitive situations confidently and professionally. Let's get started. When it comes to investigating employee theft, there are 5 key phases we need to follow carefully. First, the process begins with an initial allegation or suspicion. This usually comes from a complaint or someone noticing unusual behavior that might indicate theft. Next is the preliminary assessment, where we verify if the information we have is credible enough to justify moving forward with a formal investigation. If it passes this stage, we proceed to evidence collection. Here, it's crucial to gather both physical and digital evidence and ensure it is preserved properly to maintain its integrity. Following that, we conduct interviews with witnesses and suspects. These interviews must be confidential, with well-prepared questions and accurate documentation of everything discussed. Finally, after all the information is gathered and analyzed, a decision is made about whether theft has occurred, and a detailed report is prepared summarizing the findings. Each of these steps is essential to conducting a thorough and fair investigation. When we receive an initial allegation or notice suspicious behavior, it's crucial to document everything thoroughly. This documentation serves as the formal starting point for any potential investigation. Next, we conduct a preliminary assessment to evaluate the credibility of the information we've gathered. This step helps us decide whether pursuing a full investigation is justified. If it is, we then move on to planning the investigation. This involves clearly defining the scope so everyone understands the boundaries and objectives. We also assign a qualified team to lead the process, and set realistic timelines and resource allocation to keep everything organized and on track. This structured approach is essential for an effective investigation. When collecting evidence, it's crucial to secure everything, both physical items and digital data. This includes things like CCTV footage, access logs, inventory records, and electronic communications. Maintaining a strict chain of custody throughout is essential to preserve the integrity of the evidence and ensure it holds up later on. Next, when interviewing witnesses and suspects, preparation is key. Having targeted questions ready helps keep the interview focused and effective. Conducting these interviews confidentially is important to protect everyone's privacy. And of course, accurately and objectively recording the statements is vital, so the information remains reliable and can be referenced later as needed. Now, let's dive into the detailed steps from analysis to follow-up. First, during the analysis of evidence, we systematically correlate all the collected information. This helps us identify any inconsistencies or confirmations, which is crucial for forming an objective and accurate understanding of the situation. Next, in the decision-making and reporting phase, we determine whether theft has actually occurred based on the evidence gathered. Once that's clear, we prepare a concise summary report that outlines our findings and offers clear recommendations. Finally, the follow-up actions involve taking the appropriate disciplinary or legal steps based on the report. At the same time, we work on enhancing security protocols and ensure that the investigation outcomes are communicated to the relevant parties, all aimed at preventing any future incidents. This structured approach helps us maintain integrity and improve overall security. When handling investigations, it's crucial to maintain confidentiality and impartiality to ensure trust and fairness throughout the process. All conclusions should be based solely on verified evidence, avoiding assumptions or biases. We must also strictly adhere to relevant employment laws, privacy regulations, and our internal company policies to stay compliant and protect everyone involved. Providing a fair process is key, and it's equally important to protect whistleblowers from any retaliation, encouraging a safe environment for reporting concerns. Detailed and organized documentation of every step allows for transparency and accountability. Finally, using trained investigators helps minimize bias and enhances the accuracy of the investigation, ensuring the best possible outcomes. When conducting an investigation, having the right tools and resources is crucial to ensure accuracy and thoroughness. First, Technology plays a big role. CCTV systems allow us to visually monitor key areas, while access control and timecard logs help verify who was present and when. These tools provide solid evidence about movement and access. Next, we rely on data and communication analysis tools. Inventory management software helps us identify any missing items by tracking stock levels. Digital communication monitoring lets us review emails and messages to understand conversations that might be relevant. For more detailed examination, forensic software assists in analyzing digital evidence, uncovering information that might otherwise be missed. Finally, supportive resources help us maintain a comprehensive approach. Recording devices capture interviews accurately, so nothing is lost or misinterpreted. Checklists and investigation templates guide us step by step, making sure we cover every angle. And, of course, access to legal and HR support is essential to ensure we follow proper procedures and remain compliant with regulations throughout the investigation. Together, these tools and resources enable a thorough and reliable investigative process.